Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas. Today is Monday, December 18th, and I thought instead of a usual podcast episode, I would do a fun one-day Vlogmas. So I've been really interested in trying to do this at some point, and so I figured, why not now? It's not going to be all of December, obviously, but it's one day and it's what I can do this year, so I'll just take you along. My girls, Veronica and Lydia, are playing in the background, so if you hear noises, that's them. We've already had some stuff going on this morning. I dropped Ethan off at preschool. He'll have a half day today. And we've had the dishwasher repair guy come out. So the motor on the dishwasher broke, and so he came out to fix it, and it didn't take too long to fix, so that was nice. Tomorrow night, I'm going over to a friend's house to have like a Christmas cookie exchange so that me and everybody else there can just exchange a whole ton of cookies and we'll have a nice big variety for Christmas. So I haven't done that before, so I'm looking forward to that. It'll be fun to hang out with everybody and see what all kinds of cookies they bring. Yeah, so I think that's one thing we're going to work on today. So I think next I'm going to make some cookies for that and we'll see what we do. So here's my favorite cookie recipe book. It's from America's Test Kitchen, which I just love. And I made a list of a variety of Christmas cookies that I'm interested in making this year. So far, I've done the ones with check marks. So whenever I'm in the mood to make something, I'll just pick one of these. And yeah, so I think today we're gonna do the coffee toffee cookies. So let's find that. There it is. Page 67. There we go. So that's what these will look like. And over here, the kids have made some more polymer clay balls. And so this is kind of what it looks like after they put all of their colors together. And then this is a big one. This is one that Lydia made. So after they make their wad of color, I roll it out. Well, I'll break it up into pieces usually, and then I'll roll them into a cylinder, add hardware to it, then I'll bake it, and then I put some resin on it. Wow, it's not wanting to focus. There we go. Yeah, and then I'll add like a little jump ring and a loop of some sort, like a hook, and yeah. This one's bigger, so I think I'm gonna make it into a keychain. So here's the kitchen. And the island is a bit of a disaster because we normally do everything on the island anyway, but this December I've also turned it into a wrapping station because that way I can wrap presents, not for the kids, while the kids are playing over in the living room, and it just works out a whole lot better. So I'm okay with letting this be a kind of disaster zone right now, but there should be enough room over here to work and make these cookies, so we should be just fine. You're not making something?
No.
Oh, what are you doing?
I think it's away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Out.
So this morning we got the cookies made. We just finished that, and I put the dirty stuff away into the nice working dishwasher, so that's great. And I thought I might show you a couple of stationery things that I've been into lately. So I've been really enjoying these planners by Rifle Paper Company. So and I just ordered this one for next year. This will be my 3rd year using it, and I'm really happy with it. So this is kind of how they have their layout. So there's like a month view, and then you've got, like, on this side they've got each day of the week, and then a couple of columns over here. And I really like, so if I have appointments on different times, I'll just stick them there. And then I've been using this one kind of as a meal planning section, and then this one is different things I randomly need to do throughout the week. No particular order, just get these things done. And yeah, it's been working really nicely. Each year they have a couple different cover options, and I think they're really pretty. I've also been really enjoying this celebration calendar. December's empty because we don't have any birthdays in December, but this is cool because it's not dependent on any year, and you just keep using the same one over and over forever. And here's the different pictures for each month. I like their illustrations a lot. This is also Rifle Paper Company. So how I like to use this is I will say someone's birthday is December 1st. I'll just write their name in, and I usually, especially if it's family, I'll try and put their middle name in because those are sometimes hard to remember. And then I'll write what year they were born. So then I'll know, like, December 1st and this year, and this is their full name. So like if it's a niece or a sister-in-law or something like that, that's kind of hard to remember all the details of everybody. At least they're all in one spot. And then I just stick it up here, and I get to enjoy. Now it's time to go pick up Ethan from preschool, and then after that we'll go by the grocery store real quick, and my husband Nathan's picking up all the groceries on his way home from work, but we do need a couple things for lunch today, so we'll go get that. Hi, Erica! Are you showing a ZB?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi! It's about 2:30 and the kids just went down for a nap, so I thought I would show you what knitting projects I'm working on. Oh, and the sweater I'm wearing is the Fossveien sweater by Inga Semmingsen. I'll link below to my Ravelry project for it in case you're curious. The white yarn is a local Corriedale wool from Utah, and the brown is from the same farm here, and it's CVM. And the pink is, let's see, it's Noro Silk Garden Sock Solo, I think is it. But yeah, all the details will be on my Ravelry page. Just walking over to my knitting area, but I thought I would show you this little jumble. So this used to have a Christmas phrase on it, and then Ethan, my 4-year-old, rearranged the letters. I bet you can figure it out though. Some fun little Christmas project they were working on. Let's see. And then I finished my Cargill sweater. Eek. Okay, almost knocked that over. What am I doing here? Okay. All right. So I knit this Cargill sweater for my niece as a Christmas present, and all the knitting is done. I just have to finish weaving in the ends, and I also got this cute little tag to put inside. My niece really loves this phrase, and so I thought it would be perfect. My mother-in-law and I went to a fabric store at one point in the last few months, and they had these that you could just pick up one of whichever ones you want. I think KATM is for Kylie in the Machine. I think that's what that stands for. I could be wrong. But so that's how it came out. I'm really pleased with the fit. It fits a lot better than I even expected it to, and I could definitely see making one for myself. Yeah, I did tubular bind-offs for everything. I'm really happy with that. The yarn is HiKoo Simplicity. It's a DK weight yarn, and the color is Edgy Eggplant. Though in this lighting currently it's looking a little more red than it does, but it's still pretty. And then my current project is from this book. This is Sandnes Garn's booklet. They call it DNT for the Trekking Association. I don't think it has a number. I think it's just DNT. And they have all sorts of really great patterns in here for kids and adults. But yeah, this is also a gift knit, but it's not going to be ready for Christmas. It'll probably be for a January birthday. It's for my mother-in-law, and yeah. Anyway, so I'm making her my favorite pattern in here. Let's see if I can find it. It might be in the back. Let's skip through. There it is. Yeah, so this is the cardigan I'm making. I definitely want to make one of these for myself. I just love it so much. And as I've been knitting it, I'm making the largest size, and so which is more stitches than I'm typically used to, but I have not gotten tired of this thing at all. And as you'll see in a second, I've made quite a bit of progress. So I started this on December 1st, and I think I'm in the yoke section now. It's hard to tell because I'm gonna steek the sleeves, and so I'm not quite sure where those are gonna be yet, because you don't have steek stitches for the sleeves, only for the button band. But yeah, here's how it's looking so far. I'm in the more interesting yoke section now. So the yarn I'm using for this is Cascade 220 Sport. It's a non-superwash 2-ply yarn, 100% Peruvian Highland wool, and I love it. I am such a big fan of this yarn. I would happily use this for over and over for so many things. there's a huge color range, and it's really well priced, and it's accessible, easy to get. I really love it. It's perfect for color work, whatever you could want. I'm using 3.25 needles, which is a quarter millimeter bigger than recommended, but it seemed to get me closest to gauge. And this is my first time making a steeked project, so I'm just taking it step by step, and I'm choosing not to be afraid. We'll see. So I figure so many people have been able to do a steek before, and you can see in this wonky section, this is where I'm going to cut. So there's some stitches here that you won't see, and there's the stitches on hold where I'll pick up for the button band, one on each side. Yeah, so basically I'll cut right up here after I finish knitting the yoke and have to sew those down. But yeah, Arnie and Carlos have a video tutorial on how to do it, and it sounds the same way that Sandnes Garn uses, so I'm just gonna watch their videos and kind of follow their steps, and everything should be okay. I'm definitely gonna be doing a sewing machine reinforcement, because I've never done this before and I don't want it to fall apart. So there's the pattern I'm using, and then let's see, the colors. There's white. I think the brown is cocoa brown, and then this green is like pine something, and then this is warm gold, and then this one I think is cinnamon stick. I also have a Ravelry page for this one with all the info in it, in case you're interested. But yeah, I am really loving it. Oh, and I'm using this Dragon Horde yarn Progress Keeper that I got last year, and the colors just go so well with the project that it's like, oh, it just feels so cozy. Yeah, and the baskets are new. I'm so excited about this one especially. Let's see, my first basket is this one that I got last year at a Christmas market here in Salt Lake, and it's a small business, local business, I guess. It's family run. They make all the baskets themselves. There's like, I kind of wonder, I don't know a lot about the company. It's called Lida Arts. I'll put their links and stuff below. I know they make some of them here, but I think they might also have family in Africa that also make them, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe they're all here. I don't know. But it's cool. At the farmers markets in the summer, they'll have live demonstrations of them making them, and you can also buy them in their booth. And then like a month or two ago, they had a workshop where they taught you how to make them. And so I think it would be really fun to go to one of those soon. I think they're going to do it again. They had good turnout. And then, so yeah, I went back to the Christmas market this year, and it was so much fun. And I went specifically looking for these. And yeah, so I got this one, which is like a really good like sweater project size. And then I got this little guy, and the colors and shape, of course, like match really well with my big one. So they're just really fun. And I'll show you. This round one randomly has these funny little loops on the handle, and I'd never seen that before or noticed it until I brought it home. And I was like, huh, that's weird. I wonder what that's for. Like, I guess you could hang it or something. But then I got to thinking, it's like, oh, I could put stitch markers on here. So I've had a few on here, and I've already decided to use some, and it's been super handy just having them just kind of dangle around like that. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun. And the yarn in this basket is what's currently in my Etsy shop. So this is a local CVM wool that I sourced in Moab, Utah, and spun here in Salt Lake. And then I dyed this one myself. This one is like a light pink color. And then I think I named this one Oxalis after a really cool purple plant over there. And then this is the natural heather. So it has a dark brown wool, that's this color, blended with like a pearl white color. And then this one is the dark brown by itself. It's super soft and squishy. So yeah, go check that out if you're interested. What else? But yeah, I'm just loving this project so much. I'm really into color work these days. I've been doing a lot of it, I feel like, and this one especially is a lot of fun. The floats are super short. Your floats are only ever 3 stitches long, max, which is really great. So you don't ever have to catch floats so far. I have a bigger pattern, there's a bigger chart coming up, so I might have to catch for some of those, but we'll see. But the vast majority of this is just super easy, simple color work knitting, which is delightful. For dinner tonight, we're having leftovers from a meal I made a day or two ago, and it's from this book. Some friends of ours gave us this cookbook as an early Christmas present just a few weeks ago. And let's see if I can find...
Guess what we did?
One.
I told you something.
Oh yes, what?
Look, guess what she just add?
Oh, you're right. We made this one recently, and it was absolutely amazing. The garlic and herb mascarpone roasted chicken. We're actually going to be doing this for Christmas Day because it was just so delicious. But let's see. Where's the one that we're having today? We are having easy coq au vin with brown butter egg noodles. I don't know how to pronounce these things, but it's amazing. So
Maybe it's just white stuff.
Whoa, that's a glare from the light. So yeah, so this we have left over in a Tupperware, and I'm going to make some new noodles today. And so basically you just brown the butter with some sage leaves. Then you put the already cooked noodles in that and mix it up, and then you put this on top. It's nice and easy and delicious. And as an update on our cookies that we made, these coffee toffee cookies, they came out so delicious. They're really, really good. They don't look like much at all. I think mine are a lot flatter and maybe bigger than the ones in the picture, but they taste really good, so I'm not gonna complain. So I wanted to do a giveaway for reaching 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and I thought I would give away a copy of this ebook, and it's called 1 Year with Viola Cardigans, and it could be pronounced Viola or Viola. I'm not really sure the Norwegian way of pronouncing that, so pardon me for getting that wrong. But it's by Kristen Riola Odegaard, and it has one of my favorite cardigan patterns that I've seen, but I haven't been able to get a copy of because till now I've only been able to find it in Norwegian in a physical book and not in English at all, or sold separately or anything. And so it's been really hard to get until she released recently this English ebook. And so it's still part of a collection. You don't get like a one-off pattern option, but that's totally fine because everything else in this book is absolutely great. So let's jump right in and see what's in here. So here's a picture of the cardigan that I loved so much. It's called Runtedalen, and I just think it is so pretty, and it also includes some embroidery details. So let's see. There are patterns for 12 cardigans, and if I counted right, 4 of them have instructions to make a sweater version also. Most of them are knit with sport weight yarn, and I think a couple, like 2 or 3, might be with DK weight yarn. So if you remember the Sandnes Garn Snøheim cardigan I'm currently knitting, that uses sport weight yarn. So, I mean, these are very comparable. And as far as accessories, there's a whole variety here. And this is the designer. Here's the first cardigan, and I'm just going to kind of scroll through these and mention things as I go if I think of anything, and I'll take a pause when it comes to like this page where it has like different sizes, measurements, needles, and gauge info, so you can see what you think there, because I haven't been able to find online much information about any of these patterns until I bought the book. So that's a bit unfortunate. So I thought I would go ahead and give you at least these specs so you can see what might be needed to do any of these. Some of these patterns are knit top down and others are knit bottom up. It just depends. Here's one of the accessories. It's a little neck scarf. Yes, here's my favorite one. Runtedalen is translated around the valley, and I just think that is so classic and lovely. And I like these really pretty rose embroidery details. Most of the patterns are knit with 3.5mm needles for the main needle. Maybe 1 or 2 of the accessories might be knit with a 3mm or a 4, 4.5, depending. And then a couple of any of the DK weight patterns are knit with 4mm. I love this one. It's such a pretty sweater, and it also has cardigan instructions. And this sweater is Settedalen. It's a legit sweater and does not have a cardigan instruction to go with it. It seems like the kind of sister pattern to Runtedalen that I had favorited. And Runtedalen is a circular yoke, and whereas this one looks like drop shoulder. This is another one I'm excited to make. I really like the subtle background stripes. And here are instructions to make a brooch like this using felt, beads, and yarn and embroidery techniques. So that's the cardigan ebook. If you find it interesting or beautiful, I recommend checking it out. The designer has a lot of really beautiful photos on her Instagram and on our website. She has all sorts of things. Like I said, this ebook is called 1 Year with Viola Cardigans. Yeah, it's really quite lovely. I went ahead and I used the random comment picker, and I'll show the winner now. So if this is you, will you please send me an email at segofibers@gmail.com. If you send me an email there, I will email you back and we will get this to you. I will go onto the website and then just use your email when I'm checking out, and then it should be sent directly to you. So thank you so much to everyone who left a comment in the last video and entered the giveaway. I really appreciate your engagement and all your lovely comments. I just love interacting with all of you and just really appreciate your support. So thank you for joining me. This has been a really great joy. The kids are in bed now and I'm gonna sit and knit for a bit and enjoy the quiet and a nice fire. Thank you for joining me for Vlogmas. It turned out to be a really nice day. You never know, like we have good days and bad days, but today was really nice. We only had 2 tantrums. It was really fun to share the highlights with you and do some Christmassy things together. I hope you're having a wonderful December, a great Advent season, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching. I really enjoyed making Vlogmas this year. I'm just doing like a 1 episode thing, but it was really fun to just try it, do clips throughout the day, and yeah, so it was really nice to kind of dip my toes in this way, and I really appreciate your joining me. This was really fun. I hope you have a great rest of Advent and Christmas and New Year, and as always, happy knitting. I'll see you next time. Bye.